In this presentation, we will discuss program number 2 on conditionals and loops. So without any further delay, let's get started. We have already discussed how to write a program to calculate the sum of first n natural numbers using while loop. In this presentation, we will learn how to write a program to calculate the sum of first n natural numbers using for loop. So let's get started with this lecture. We first have to receive the value of n from the user, because here we want to calculate the sum of first n natural numbers. So value of n must be received from the user. For this purpose, we can use the input method. So let's type this line. N equal to input, enter the value of n. We are asking the user to enter the value of n. User will provide that value and eventually n will point to that value. But this line is not enough. We know that input method returns a string and not an integer. Therefore, we need to typecast the input that is received from the user. For this purpose, we can use the int method. To the int method, we can pass the input method as the argument. So let's do this now. This is how our line looks like. Here we have the int method, and to the int method we have passed the input method. Now we know that this int method will convert the string received from the user to an integer. Eventually, n will point to an integer value. So, the user will see this prompt, enter the value of n. Let's say the user has typed 5. This value is now received by n. So now n is pointing to value 5. I hope this is clear. Now what is the next step? We need to declare variable sum and initialize it to 0. This variable sum will hold the sum of first n natural numbers. So let's declare this variable over here. Sum is pointing to this value 0. The next step is to write the logic of the code. That is the logic which helps us in calculating the sum of first n natural numbers. And we want to calculate the sum of first n natural numbers using for loop. We can do that easily. We know that how range function works. Range function returns a series of numbers according to the values that we pass to it. We know that in order to calculate the sum of first n natural numbers, we need numbers from 1 to n, and range function will return those numbers. We know that if we pass the start and stop value to the range function, then range function in that case will return values from start to stop minus 1. In order to get values from 1 to n, the start value must be 1 and the stop value must be n plus 1. In that case, the range function will return values from 1 to n. So we know how our for statement now looks like. We need to type for I in range 1, n plus 1. This range function will return values from 1 to n. These values are returned one by one. Eventually, I will hold those values. And then within this for loop, we just need this line, sum plus equal to I, which is equal to sum plus I. Variable I will first receive value 1, then 2, then 3, then 4, and so on up to n, but only one at a time. And when this for loop finishes execution, we will receive our final result in this sum variable. Then we can print the sum on the screen. Now let's execute this code. First, we have to declare the variable I. I is now pointing to value 1. Why is that the case? Because the first value received from the range function is 1. After this, the next step is to calculate the sum. Sum is initialized to 0. This is important. We have already learned this. And now, sum becomes 0 plus 1, which is equal to 1. Therefore, sum is now pointing to value 1. Now, what is the next step? I will receive value 2. So let's make I point to 2. After this, the next step is to calculate the sum. We know what is the old value of sum. The old value of sum is 1 and the value of I is 2. So 2 plus 1 is 3. Therefore, sum will hold value 3. Now what is the next step? I will receive value 3. After this, we need to calculate the sum. 3 plus 3 is equal to 6. Therefore, sum will hold value 6. Then after this, I will receive value 4. Then sum is calculated. Sum is 6 and I is 4. Therefore, 6 plus 4 is equal to 10. So sum is now holding value 10. After this, I will receive value 5. Then after this, sum is calculated. 10 plus 5 is 15. Therefore, 15 is stored here. Now we have received this value 15 here in sum. This is the sum of first 5 natural numbers, and that is what we want. We know that n is 5 and 5 plus 1 is 6. Therefore, this is range 1, 6. This means that this range function is returning values from 1 to 5, and we have received all those values. Now we are done with this for loop. What is the next step? We need to print the sum. Here we are using the f string, and f string allows us to embed variables within the statement. Here is the statement, sum of first n natural numbers is sum. Eventually at runtime, n is replaced by 5 and sum is replaced by 15. Therefore, after executing this line of code, we will get this output, sum of first 5 natural numbers is 15. So this is the final output we will receive. I hope this concept is completely clear. Now let's execute this code in Visual Studio Code and let's check whether we are receiving the correct output or not. I am right now in my Python work folder, and within this folder I have created this file naturalsum4.py. In this file I have written the same code. Now let's execute this code. Let's open the new terminal. Let's type Python, then space, then natural_sum_for.py. Let's hit enter. It is asking us to enter the value of n. Let's type 5 and let's hit enter again. We are getting sum of first 5 natural numbers is 15. This is correct. Now let's execute this code once again. Let's use the up arrow key on our keyboard. We'll get the same command. Let's hit enter. This time let's type 10. Let's hit enter again. We are getting sum of first 10 natural numbers is 55, which is correct. Sum of first 10 natural numbers is 55. So we are getting the correct output, hence we are confident that our code is working correctly. So now let's get back to our presentation. I hope it is clear how this code works, how to write a program to calculate the sum of first n natural numbers using for loop. This means that we are done with this lecture. Okay friends, this is it for now. Thank you for watching this presentation. I will see you in the next one.